Alright, so here we are. We're just going around the circle. We're looking at E. Okay, so here's your E box here. Okay, so we can like make it a little smaller. I guess, you know, we're not going to get to the long patterns, or maybe we are if we hurry up. So here's the E box, and here's the E with the substitutions. See that? You know, this is the E box without the substitutions. It's just E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, goes around in a circle. But this is not a circle of fifths. This is the opposite of the cage circle. Here's cage, C, A, G, E, D. So you take every other letter would be in fifths. Okay, so it'd be C, G, D, A, you know, that kind of thing, E. Okay, and the string shape fifth of E is C. So I think we've pretty much covered that. This is a nice chart. Here's C, here's E, here's the A, circle string shape with the substitutions. There's the D with the substitutions. Here's the G with the substitutions. Okay, here's the rules of the substitutions. And then what we have here, I want to just look at the long patterns before we finish today. We don't have time to like do a lot of playing about this. When we play, you know what the long patterns are? When you have a fret nut and you can't have the pattern go over one. Let's look at that pattern going over one. There it is. The pattern goes over one, but when we can't do that because we're playing at the fret nut or the capo, let's say for that A shape, we're going to use the long pattern. So with the A shape, what I got here is I've kind of, you know, kind of dimmed these guys. They're still there, but they're kind of irrelevant. We're looking at, with the A shape long pattern here. Okay, now we want to draw a line again. Now we want to draw our line again. Alright, so let's get line draw, please. Make sure we got a straight line. That's all I need is a straight line. Okay, so we're starting on the A shape in the long pattern there. So let's see what that A shape is. A long pattern, 5 might as well be G in the key of C. Okay, so I got it low C down here. Okay, so it's alright. We go 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, like that. Okay? And then into 7 root 2, you know, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in this particular case, we got an A-shaped C. Alright, so it's like a Mixolydian scale there. Anyway, we're in the A cage there with an A-shaped C. To go to its fourth, we just move the long pattern up. Now we have to shape fit, but with pentatonic, shape fitting's easier. So the pentatonic is, you know, for the 5, for the 5th, starting here, 5, 6, root 2, 3, you know, it goes 5, 6, root 2, 3, and then 5, 6 again. Move it up, and we're just 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. Okay, because we're in D shape pentatonic. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And move it down, we're going to the E shape pentatonic. These are even easier. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. The 5th, remember, 7, root. Here's the 5th. The red 5 right there. Can you see it? Can you see them? The colors that are real. I love that song. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheels, spinning around. Okay, let's look at the E long pattern, but it's not really the E long pattern. We're just looking at the E pattern. Of course, we could do the short pattern here. I just put it in there for argument's sake, because when you're on the E pattern here, you just go up to the A and down to the C. Same thing with the C pattern up here. You really don't need the long pattern there, but I put it in there for argument's sake, you know, for completion, to extrapolate and just look at the thing. Here's the C pattern up to E, down to G. Here's the C long pattern, but we really don't need it. We really don't need it. We're starting from the fourth. We're using the C as the fourth. Okay, we need the fourth. Up to the E, you know, it would be up to the E pattern, but guess what? I got a little note here and I have to follow this. And that is when the A pattern is the one, we're going to look at the, if we look at the long patterns, the patterns that, the pentatonic patterns in the long patterns that are on the right hand side, then we're right in the next cage, right easy. So we don't have to worry about half shapes down here. We're already up here. And in pentatonic, that's a whole pentatonic D shape. That's a whole pentatonic string shape right there. 2, 3, because you don't use the fourth. So it's D's fourth and then E to the fifth like that, starting from the 4. You know, I mean, would you want to do this? Would you want to do something like, would you want to do something like something like that? Is if I'm not mistaken, is that not what we're doing? But in pentatonic, you know, so suppose we're starting on the fourth, we're just going to start the 5, 6 there. Move the pattern up, we're going to substitute the 2, 3. Now we're in the D. Okay, move the pattern down, now we're in the E. Move the pattern back up again, we're in the A. That's if you want to look at it as the A pattern. That may not be exactly correct. Let's look where that 4 comes into play. Where the 4, so there's the 4 is in the middle now. Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, maybe we can explore that more next time. We're almost out of time. So let's look at the other special case here where we have some shape fitting here. We start an E pattern there. Again, the E pattern could just have easily been there, to C there, to, you know, and then to A there. But we're looking at it, we're looking at E pattern as the middle one. This is just the technique following all possibilities, you know. So pentatonic E goes to pentatonic 4th, A goes to pentatonic 5th, because in the long pattern we don't play the 4th, so I put pentatonic there. Here's one more frequently used. If we're starting a root here where you go like that off of a fret nut. Okay, so if we go to the 4th, we're just going to play 5, 6 like that, and then root 2, 3 like that. Now we can use this, you know, then we want to use our circle of 4th or 5th. Okay, so here's our circle of 5ths rather for this situation. So we're on basically the E shape there, kind of, you know. We're actually in the middle of the long pattern there. We're not getting anywhere. If we go up one, we're to the A shape. That puts us, if we zoom in on this little thing going on here, we're at the root here. Okay, we go up one, we're at the A shape. Down one, we're also at the A shape. So it's like a double A shape like there. You see that? Does that make sense? But actually, where's that double A shape right there? Right here, we got A to A here. Here we got a C to C pattern. There's another way of looking at the same thing. With the E pattern here, we go C to C. We got like a double C pattern there. Here we have a double E pattern up here. Here's our E root 2 up here is a very good double E pattern. This C to C pattern isn't really as good because we don't have an entire C pentatonic down there. Okay, so that's really kind of like, you know, sorry about that. And you want to copy, put a little